Alright, so today's job, we're going to try something new that I've never done before, which is a little bit of plumbing. I'm going to show you what we've got going on. Alright, so this is the current water situation in the garden. We've got that metal spigot right there, which doesn't do anything. There's another one over somewhere over there. I don't know. Anyway, we've got this one which does work. As you can see, we've got a floating black cord. Super fun. Or pipe. Tube, I don't know. Anyway, it's dripping right here. See that? And then also, this is not freeze proof, so we've got this lovely, where is it? Right there. Lovely little split on it. See that? Yeah. So when you turn it on, the water sprays straight out there, which you know is not what I need to happen. And it's dripping down here, which is just going to cause an issue. So what we're going to do is we're replacing it with a freeze proof farm hydrant. Oh, look, a hornet. Fun. And we're going to try and do that today. So what I've got to do, firstly, I'm going to use the trench shovel, maybe, or a regular shovel, and I'm going to dig a trench for this pipe or hose to be buried, and then dig a big hole and gather some gravel so that we can have a gravel base for the freeze proof the silcock part, because it has to be buried 24 inches deep on a bed of gravel so that the pressure valve can release the water every time you close it, and that's how it doesn't freeze. So we're going to try and do that. It's 100 degrees out. It's not very smoky, and my garden is nice and shady in the afternoons, so let's get to work. Alright, so I didn't video the actual doing of it, but we ran out of gravel, so we're done for. We just have the spigot supported by some shovels. See, I cut off the last one right there. See the cut? To make it a little shorter, we attached it with an elbow. And there's the spigot, and it works, but I'm not going to turn it on this very second. And tomorrow we're just going to fill this all up with gravel so that the drain to prevent it from freezing doesn't get clogged. See how close it is to dirt right now, and then we'll be all set. Here's my little piece of wisdom from today. Not everything goes right, especially if you don't do it right. So here I am right after work. The spigot that we installed yesterday we didn't bury because we didn't have gravel, and it's a good thing we didn't because it's leaking. So I'm gonna try and mallet it. Let me show you the leak though as I walk over there. It's no small leak. It's worse too because I loosened the clamps. So right here, I loosened these clamps. I'm gonna try and hammer this to get this tighter on and then put the clamps back on. I know the water looks like it's coming from there, but it is actually coming from right here, see? So yeah, let's hammer this sucker and then retighten the clamps and see if we can't stop. Look at all that water. All right, so that took like 5 hits only, so let's tighten it. I think it's like also barely leaking now anymore. I might also, I can't do that with one hand, take off the other clamp and have it face in the wrong direction. I don't know if that actually does anything, but I feel like I've seen it done, maybe? I don't know. We'll try it out, see if it works. Alright, I think we're done for tonight. I think I got it. Let me show you what I did. Alright, so I went a little ham with these cinches. We've got 4. I got them as tight as I could to the point that I broke my screwdriver. See here. I did try a different screwdriver too, but then I noticed that they have kind of the hexagonal shapes, so I went in and got my ratcheting screwdriver, the best tool for an arthritic there is, and I went ahead and ratchet wrenched them with like the covering top, I don't know what it's called, and then you can see here I got some plumber's tape. After I got all this done, got these as tight as they could go until I thought I was going to break them, I realized there's no more leak here, but now there's a leak here, and it was just barely, it was just like drip, drip, drip. So what I did here, kind of a pain in the butt, because this is 4 feet long and it's kind of heavy when you're trying to balance it from the bottom and keep it upright. So I stood right here and unscrewed it. Very challenging. Almost had to go to my brother's to get a pipe wrench, but we made it work. Unscrewed it most of the way since I can't figure out how to turn the water off again and don't know what we did last night, but so I just unscrewed it as much as I was comfortable, because I was worried that if I unscrewed it completely I wouldn't be able to get it back on. So I unscrewed it probably to about here, maybe 3 or 4 turns, and put some plumber's tape on it and then screwed it back up. And look, it's dry under there, no more leak. Okay, so I'm gonna leave it here, let that drain, and I went to one of the local stores today to get gravel. They aren't selling gravel anymore, so that's fun. So I'll try a different store tomorrow. I just wanted to get home, and it's a good thing I did. But we're just gonna leave it out tonight, make sure everything drains and dries, and everything is dry tomorrow. And if it's dry, we're set. We can fill it with gravel, bury it, and just be done and move on to the rest of the garden chores. So the rest of the garden chores, my brother's coming over on Saturday. What we're gonna do, air quality and wind permitting, we've got these over here. They're there. 1, 2, there's 3, 4, and assorted weed piles. And then I need to get the rest of these weeds up, except, where is it? Volunteer tomato gets to stay. Most of these are just vines, so I just kind of have to like rake them up. There's some big weeds over there in what used to be the goat pen that we still need to get up. So gonna try and get all those up, get them burned on Saturday. Again, we can only burn if the air quality is 50 or below and the wind is 10 or below 10. I don't know, get all that done. We have all this wood here. I'm not burning this, and I'm certainly not gonna burn like the particle board and stuff, because we're only allowed to burn untreated wood. So we're gonna see what we can do with that. There's also trash in there that the previous owner left, so we're gonna take that out, remove that, and then measure out the different garden beds. Here's the plan for the garden we have so far. It's missing tomatoes, and I think I went a little overboard on the garlic, so I don't think I'm gonna grow that much. Sorry, it's not missing tomatoes, it's missing strawberries, other red fruit. So we're gonna use stakes and string and measure those out, get them ready, because it's basically time to plant the garlic and the wheat. So we got to get on that. But that's our plan for Saturday. We'll see how that goes. The garden saga continues.